Hello and welcome to my weekly horoscope for week commencing the 25th of April. This is for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you the key details to look out for, but then go on to give you each of the 12 zodiac signs in detail. So please stay with me for them. Now, of course, this week sees a stunning black moon, a solar eclipse in the sign of Taurus on Saturday, the second new moon of this month. The first occurred on the 1st, but this one links in a sextile with Mars, the planet of drive, of instant gratification. And over the next 6 months, I think this gives us a lot of impulse to really grapple with these new financial realities that we've been given in recent times and try to find the best way through them. Now, Mercury, the planet of communication, goes into shadow in the sign of Taurus on Tuesday. So there may be quite a lot of rethinking that goes on. Perhaps we are going to see changes, and changes coming quite frequently. Later this week, on Friday, Mercury moves into its home zone of Gemini, or one of its two home zones, but it will rewind back into Taurus in time. So we need to continue to think with as much dexterity and ingenuity as we can muster, not least because, of course, we have Uranus in the sign of Taurus as well, which is the planet of truth, and it's asking us to be more honest about our consumptions, perhaps of those those traditional fuels that we've become very dependent on, and just try to find more ways to flex around how we make food, how we eat food, how we consume energy, the way that we use any money we do have as effectively as possible. But Jupiter does continue a very positive link with Pluto this week. Again, if we can use our senses, our instincts, which comes very much from the sign of Pisces, it's going to be a good thing. But also in the second half of this week, a quite glorious alliance between Venus and Jupiter takes place. Venus is known as the lesser benefic, Jupiter the greater. They come together in an exact alliance where Venus is exalted and Jupiter the traditional ruler of Pisces. This can be really lucky for some people. I think a case of some karma coming to pass, some deserved karma, particularly if you've been someone who's been very supportive or helpful to people in the past. It may be your turn to be the recipient of other people's kindnesses and goodwill. But Friday also sees Pluto go into a retrograde, which will last through to the 8th of October. Pluto in Capricorn is very much about traditional power, but because Pluto is going to be moving for 2.5 months in 23 into Aquarius, and then into the sign of Aquarius for a longer period of time in 24, we're going to see some of those old power structures really being eroded. Perhaps some of the power that's being imposed in a negative way at the moment will make way. Let's all hope that might be the case. But please stay with me for your zodiac forecast. But if you would like to ascend above this information and grapple with more serious astrology, give me 3 pieces of your personal information of time, date and place of birth, and I will give you a roadmap that you can steer your whole life with, future forwards. This is with my special offer, which has 30% off with a character analysis and a 12-month forecast. Gain searing insights to guide your moves, but also unlock your true potential. Please see the link beneath this video. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. And if you'd like to get your free written daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, please see also the link below. Hello Cancer, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for week commencing the 25th of April. A really dynamic set of influences is developing in your situation, not least that on Tuesday, Mars, the planet of passion and of drive, moves into your ninth house, which is about as adventurous as it can get, with Venus and Jupiter, the two planets of fortune, meeting in this part of your situation midweek as well. Anything to do with being more spontaneous, widening your horizons, travel, higher education, a legal issue that you may be grappling with, all of these strands can really throb with possibility. But of course, the Sun is in the sign of Taurus. Taurus, where for much of this week, Mercury, the North Node and Uranus are as well. So that's also about your longer term hopes. It's to do with your connections to others. And there can be a link between these two areas. It is true on Friday that Mercury nips into your 12th house. So there is a bit of a contrast here, because the retrograde of Pluto, which occurs also on Friday, is in your sector of relationships. So perhaps some involvements are going to require some careful thought and managing, but the solar eclipse, which occurs on Saturday, is embracing the thrust of Mars and also of Uranus in an extremely dynamic way. So the next 6 months, despite that more reticent location of Mercury and Pluto's retrograde, does suggest that you are going to be changing some big parts of your existence. And part of that could be the type of people that you're connecting with, the type of values that are inspiring you. I feel that you may even surprise yourself by some of the changes of plan that do start to develop, because although the solar eclipse is not quite as close to Uranus as it is in the sextile to Mars, Mars actually forges a terrific sextile exactly with Uranus. So I think change is in the mix. And even if you're someone who tends to be very cautious about change and put security and stability at the heart of your world, there's part of you that's really going to relish the opportunity to shake up your existence, to make it that much more exciting and vital to the person you have become.